Hello everyone, today we're talking about compound interest and it's 10.2, so make sure you put that as a title in your composition book. So today is similar but different. We talked about simple interest and this is still a type of interest, but it's different. In simple interest, we had interest that was based on a fixed amount. You gained interest on a fixed amount of money each year, and that number didn't change. But compound interest, you're collecting interest on an amount of money that's compounded each year. So the interest that you get, you're actually getting interest the next year on that total amount of money that you had, not that fixed principal. Okay, we're going to look at an actual example. So first, I want to show you this formula. A equals P times 1 plus R to the power of T. So I'm going to break down what each thing means real quick. Make sure this is in your notebook somewhere. A is the amount of money that you have, the total amount of money you have. This is different because in simple interest, when we solved for it, we actually just found the interest, but this is giving you that amount of money that you already have plus the interest that you earned all at once. Okay, so that's A. P is the principal, same thing as simple. R is the rate given as a decimal, and T is the time, again, always in years. Okay, I'm back with example number 1. So remember, our formula is A equals P times 1 plus R to the T. Okay, so I have $2,000 is my starting amount of money, and I'm putting it in a savings account at 2.5% for 4 years. And I'm telling you that I want to know the amount of money that I have at the end of these 4 years. Okay, so I'm just going to plug in my values. Remember, this is my principal, this is my rate, this is my time. Okay, so A equals, my principal is $2,000 times 1 plus my rate. I need to move my decimal 2 times. How many times? 2 times to the left. 1, 2, so I'm at 0.25%. 0.025%. And all to the power of T, which is 4 years. Okay, this might look scary right now, but all you have to do is plug this in your calculator. It would be easiest to use the calculators we use in class, but if you don't have one at home, you might have to kind of turn your calculator sideways to figure out how to plug this in. So I've already plugged it in on my calculator so you can see for when you come to class. It's just 2,000. Hopefully you can see that. Let's get it back. There we go. 2,000 times 1 plus 0.025 to the 4th. And so we got 2,207. And 63 cents. So, if you remember in simple interest, we got that the interest was $200. So that means the total amount of money we had was $2,200. So here in compound interest, we actually earned $7.63 more. So that's great. Compound interest, you'll always earn more. So remember, this is the total amount of money that I have at the end of 4 years, not just the interest that I earned. I can find the interest that I earned, and I will show you that in just a second on the next example. All right, this is your last example. Someone gave me a gift of $10,000. Wasn't that nice? And I looked around to see what bank I could put it in to earn the best interest rate, and I found a bank that compounds my money at a rate of 5% for 10 years. And so I'm trying to figure out how much money am I going to have at the end of these 5 years, and then I want to know how much interest did I earn. Okay, so again, here's our formula. We're just plugging in these numbers. So we have a principal of 10,000. So A equals 10,000 times 1 plus my rate. Remember, we've got to write this as a decimal, and to the 10th for 10 years. So you just plug that in your calculator. I already plugged it in my calculator. And you should get that the total amount of money earned is $16,288 Okay, so that's not the interest that I earned. That's the total amount of money that I have. So that's the money I started with plus the interest all in one lump sum of $16,000 almost. Okay? So to find just the interest that I earned, we're kind of doing the opposite of simple interest. Instead of adding, we're subtracting our principal, our starting amount, and that will leave us with just the interest. So if we subtract $10,000 from our balance, so this was our ending balance, and this was our starting, or our principal. Hope you can see that. This just says ending balance and our starting or our principal. So if we subtract these two amounts, we should get $6,288.95. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the interest that was earned. So in simple interest, I think we only earned, in simple interest we earned $5,000. So we got a lot more bang for our buck if you ask me. So if you're investing, you always want to invest in something that gives your money, something that earns interest compounded instead of simple. All right, these are your practice problems for tonight. I have $5,200, $5,200, and I have an interest rate of 4.5% compound interest for 20 years. And I want to know what's the total amount of money I have after 20 years and how much interest did I earn. Okay, so please make sure to take a picture of these practice problems that you have done, submit them to Edmodo.